In DD 2011 session, Ubisoft Toronto's Patrick Redding explores game mechanics that help encourage cooperative play for the benefit of other game developers. Redding the case of distinction between player cooperation as opposed to systemic cooperation before going on to discuss the lessons he learned during development for the co-op component of Splinter Cell: Conviction. It was an insightful talk that's definitely still worth watching, so developers should not miss the opportunity to do so now that it's freely available on the official GD YouTube channel. In addition to this presentation, THEGDC Vault and its accompanying YouTube channel offers numerous other free videos, audio recordings, and slides from many of the recent game developers conference events, and the service offers even more members-only content for DD Vault subscribers. Those who purchased all access passes to recent events, like DD Vault, already have full access to DD Vault, and interested parties can apply for the individual subscription via the DD Vault subscription page. Group subscriptions are also available. Game-related schools and development studios who sign up for DD Vault Studio subscriptions can receive access for their entire office accompanied by contacting staff via THEGDC Vault Group subscription page. Finally, current subscribers with access issues can contact DD Vault technical support. Gamasutra and DD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Just over 600,000 Steam accounts were banned in the month of December, a new monthly ban record. The punishment spike coincidentally falls in the same month that Valve made its popular first-person shooter Counter-Strike Global Offensive a free-to-play game, offering a look at both how the swamp-boosted player and cheater counts, and how Valve stepped up its enforcement during that first month. Data spotted by Nose3 on Twitter shows that Valve issued 609,373 Valve anti-cheat bans in the month of December, a modest 500,000 increase from November's numbers, according to the third-party tracker Steam. Under what looks to be an all-time record, STAMDBS count for the month is a little bit higher at 611. But its week-by-week breakdown shows that the bans hit in 5 waves throughout December, with each giving between 56,000 and 85,000 accounts. The video games now account for more than half of the entire United Kingdom entertainment market, according to a new report from the Entertainment Retailers Association. The United Kingdom games industry was worth $86 billion, $85 billion in 2018, which is more than double the combined $67 billion, $62 billion value of the country's video and music industries. Although the games market is now the biggest in United Kingdom entertainment, year-over-year sales of physical console and PC titles actually fell by 8%, while digital sales increased by 12.5%. That upswing means digital sales generated 81% of the United Kingdom's video game revenue in 2018. Although a lot of the biggest selling titles, such as FIFA 19, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Black Ops 4 still did well at retail, overall, the Arab League's games came out on top because of the sheer scale of the industry, and noted that the video game market has now more than doubled in value since 2007. The games industry has been incredibly effective in taking advantage of the potential of digital technology to offer new and compelling forms of entertainment. commented area CEO, Kim Bailey. Despite being the youngest of our three sectors, it is now by far the biggest. You can find out more by checking out the year's full report right here. We have also taken the liberty of highlighting the United Kingdom as best-selling physical console games of 2018 below. Hi, I am Toby and I am the lead on the user interface redesign for Sunless Skies. This is a major overhaul, touching every element of the OA, so I wanted to give a bit of insight into our rationale for the redesign, and explain the thinking behind the decisions we have made. A bit of background. We delayed the release of Sunless Skies till next January because we wanted to improve several key areas of the game. Of this, a major priority was the game's UI and user experience. Sunless Skies is a relatively text-heavy game, and demands a greater than average amount of reading from the player, and we wanted that reading experience to be as immersive, atmospheric and intuitive as possible. At the same time, we took the opportunity to shift the tone of the interface to better align with the increasingly dark and spooky game world. We only had a few months, so there was no time to start from the ground up. We had to be economical, adapting existing technology wherever possible. Pictured the previous UI design dating from our early access launch in September 2017. Identifying problems. We began with an analysis of our existing UI. Having chosen the areas we wanted to focus on, we had to quickly produce wireframes. Adobe XD was useful for this, and problem solve on the go during implementation. One of the primary issues we identified was less than ideal reading experience. This was due to a few factors, among which the most significant was the off-center positioning of the reading panel. This was an aspect of the old design, a panel-based system, which allowed users to open any combination of two interfaces in a left-right configuration. The intention was to allow the player to review their inventories, whilst simultaneously interacting with story content, allowing simultaneous comparison of different inventories, and so on. The unfortunate result of this design was the pushing of the reading panel off the screen center, the sometimes confusing and unpredictable visual layout, as well as a general loss of real estate in which to display content. Pictured the new design, featuring a center side panel layout, link to larger image. Simplification. For the update, we decided to cut back on this design. We moved away from the mixed two-panel design to a center panel side panel layout. We centered and expanded the reading panel, and expanded the inventories whilst locking them to the side of the screen and adding tag cycling. We allowed a small amount of travel in the reading panel when the inventories panel opened to afford more space to the interface as a whole, while ensuring that the reading panel would remain centered if no other interface required real estate. I wanted to cut back on the three-dimensional button having appearance of the existing UI, presenting the written content as seamlessly and free of distractions as possible whilst remaining intuitive. To this end, we cut back on overt affordance in the reading interface, using coloration, indenting and dividers to indicate HOTS/POTS rather than buttons. Text logging and readability. The biggest technical challenge we faced during the redesign was the implementation of logging. Previously, every selection made in the reading panel would wipe and refresh the content entirely. Adding logging allowed players to review their past decisions and refresh their memory on previous events in the current area, as well as tackling layout issues where the refreshed content might consist of only a single line. Implementing this system posed many challenges. smooth fading and transitioning of large quantities of text, a scroll bar that could adapt dynamically to these changes, and defining the rhythm and appearance of new content. Ultimately, I think this system adds a feeling of weight to player decisions and just feels more natural to read. Hard matters. The inventories all received a degree of attention, again with the intention of increasing readability, whilst also better leveraging our icon library. One feature of the redesign was a 50% increase in the size of our small icons. You can generally see what they are supposed to be now. Changes here were typically less substantial and more about layout, adjustments, and aligning visually with the reading panel.